Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever have two of that magnitude come together like that on a project. And the stadium grant, like that the most recent one for Donda 2, that was like water for ages. He should be getting paid $80 million a show.
Yeah. Don't say that.
What, Drake?
It's gonna happen. We'll never see him.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to the Worldverse podcast presented by Ever Defining, recorded at 6 Degree Studios. I'm Kay Leza.
I'm Gene.
DEAD Skin Sane. And welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back, you.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome
you.
back,
Thank
bro.
you.
It's been a good couple of weeks.
Thank you. I'm
week.
glad to be back. Yeah, it's been 1 week, but these things make it feel like a month when you are
It's
away
been 270 hours, 400 minutes, 500 seconds.
Wow.
Since I've last seen you
In
on
10
here.
milliseconds.
Appreciate you. No bills this week, unfortunately.
Rat chat.
Yeah, sending out love and prayers and thoughts, of course.
And saying bills too, I gotta apologize for my antics on the last episode. I got really fiery when you said that song was better than Thriller. Because you're wrong. But I didn't realize you were joking, but I don't think you were. But I apologize.
You still can't let it go.
You can't let it go.
I've been holding that grudge.
You can't take that work is better than.
Yeah, work
It's the 112th hour of the rage. It's really starting to settle in now.
Bro, I actually didn't realize what happened until I woke up in the morning. I'm like, you fucking dickhead. It was the hangover that got me.
It's like saying DJ Khaled's better than Quincy Jones.
Yes, exactly.
Man. Well, quick housekeeping. You know, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, turn on the bell, say what's up to Gene
What's up?
in the comments. And so 6 Degree Studios, we have an offer right now. You can book in at the studio on the psych wall for any photography or videography needs.
Get that.
You know, for the whole of July, we're doing, you book for 2 hours and you get a third hour free.
Ugh.
So that's what we're
Man,
doing for
that's a
July.
lot.
That's a steal.
That's a steal.
It's a steal.
Yeah, that's what we're doing for 6 Degree Studios.
They're giving it
So,
to you for free.
you know, let them know that, you know, let us know that you are seeing this on Worldverse, and that's the offer we got for you guys.
The space is tight. It looks amazing. Super crisp.
Thank
And
you.
you'll
Space
get-
is pretty spacious. It's not pretty tight.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
The Prima event they did it. They
Amazing.
cleaned it up real nice.
Yeah, they
too,
killed
so.
that shit. They got a fucking fashion thing coming up soon, don't they?
Yeah.
Is it here? It's here, right?
No, it's not here.
Oh.
It's not here. It'll be in West End.
Fire.
A lot of different brands for the Runway event, and then a lot of performances as well.
It was in.
And there's a
so-
certain brand that might be there too.
Yeah, you see it. Starter, I'm gonna be a part of it.
Starter.
And I'll be performing there as well as Steez, as well as Caleb, as well as Sachem.
I'm the only one that doesn't have a starter. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you better start now.
But yeah, I heard a lot of things about last episode.
It was
you
great.
know,
It was amazing.
I personally, I think Chris Brown is more talented than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you can do a front flip.
Yeah, for me, and that's what I mean. I think people take in two different things. Like, Michael's the greatest artist of all time, but like, to me, like, Chris Brown does a lot.
Yeah.
Like, the talent is a wider range.
He's a
of
freak of
talent.
nature.
Yeah,
he's
like,
an absolute freak
so
of
I
nature.
think he
He's
is
good
more
at
talented.
everything.
Like, you know, this dude's graffiti, arts, dancing,
Not
like,
relationships,
bro.
though.
You know, like, the only common denominator between them is like music
Yeah.
and
Relationships.
dancing.
Bro, Chris Brown is probably like one of the craziest rapper.
Yeah, and he can rap.
That's
Yeah,
an
like
R&B
freestyles
singer.
and
Yeah,
shit.
he
You
can
know
rap
what I
too.
mean?
Yeah,
Like, he
that's
can
what I
out
mean.
rap a lot of rappers.
I don't think it would be. You know, he's one of the most talented people on planet Earth.
Right.
Like, I don't think it's too far fetched to say that he's more talented than Michael Jackson. It just seems like blasphemy to people because he's like, Michael's like one of the greatest artists, probably regarded as the greatest artist ever.
I was having a discussion with like my friends about this because I have just seen Elvis, right?
Oh, you watched the movie?
Yeah, it's amazing. Good, like
Is it actually a good movie?
I can't wait for it, bro. I'm
The
so
actor
excited for
actually
this.
nailed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, man, we probably are due for a Michael Jackson biopic, you know. But at the same time, who can play Michael Jackson?
I feel like it's too how you going to do that.
It'd be easy for them to do it though, because I feel like you just get the main like actor,
Yeah,
and
you
then
get a
as the for the dancing, for the choreography, you could double that for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
and you
what I mean?
just
Like,
have it through the
wouldn't go-
generations. Just have it
but
through the generations,
wouldn't
and
be
it'll
what you-
change the person.
How dark was Elvis? Not dark at all.
it wasn't as dark.
It was glitz and glamoury, and it would be the same for Michael.
His isn't dark though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure
Oh, I'd
Elvis's
love-
career
I'd-
wasn't
I'd
dark.
Elvis was racist as, bro.
Oh, because he bit the flow and shit.
I mean, Elvis isn't known as a yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, they
If you
didn't,
dive down the path, it's not so like
they didn't depict
clean.
Oh,
that.
that sucks for him. But
They
just,
didn't depict that in the movie at all.
Yeah, but they're not. You're never gonna get something that
Yeah.
depicts someone poorly when they've passed.
100%.
and especially like in that certain era too. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not sticking up for him at
the
all.
only thing with Michael as well is like there's just too many people that still try and tarnish his name. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's time yet. But it will be. But that's what I mean. Like you don't know anything about Elvis, but it's been phased out for so long.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
know
it's-
Elvis because of my mum. Because my mum was fucking
Yeah, that's
in
what I
love
mean.
with him,
Like,
you know.
it doesn't mean the music's bad, but I just feel like because it's so far removed from what it was or anything that was around his name,
Yeah,
it can just be looked at in a good light, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that
It's
was
just like
Michael
Michael Jackson
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Michael Jackson too.
he'll get one for sure.
That'll be good, bro.
For
It'll be
sure.
good to see like the oxygen tank and like the fucking like him owning a monkey and shit.
But would Chris Brown be like the closest candidate to play him?
No, you can't.
I mean,
You're gonna have to have like 5 different people play him.
yeah, you'd have to have a different.
Like it's gonna be like but what I don't want it to be is like how choppy Tupac's biopic was, because I felt Tupac's biopic
that All Eyes
was
on
like
Me?
I
that
felt like
one
that was
wasn't that good,
super
actually.
choppy and it like sort of finished really.
You know what I hate
fast.
is how like movies depicts like people working in the studio. You know how Biggie's in the studio and he just picks up a headphone and he just starts rapping. It's like, oh,
Like, y'all making
is
it
that how it
so
works?
easy, bro.
Nah, he would have done that.
Oh,
They make it out
my
like
goodness.
the mic is just set up there and it's
Yeah.
just channeling through. No,
The beat's already there.
the beat's already on there. You know, like it just plays as soon as you put up the headphones,
and it's
and
just one
your
take.
Everything's-
vocal
yeah.
chain is completely correct.
And then it goes straight to like the single being cut and then getting pressed onto vinyl and then
Yeah,
sent out. That's
Yeah.
hard. That's
I just hate how studio time is like
Yeah.
scripted in movies.
Maybe if we get a Dr. Dre biopic, that's when we would go in depth. But if,
I don't know though, because they didn't do it with NWA.
Nah,
It
they
was the
didn't
same.
at all.
I mean, Easy. I had Easy E struggling with lines, which I could appreciate.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was good.
That was hard.
That was good. That's like probably the best. But I mean, that was because they wanted to show that Easy E was never a rapper.
Or even the part when Snoop Dogg comes down, he's like, "Damn, Dr. Dre, what you working on?" And then he does, I don't know, it's the next episode or something, but it was so funny, bro. Let me bust like a bubble. That shit was hard.
Sheesh. Well, I don't know where to start off on this episode, but I guess we could start off recently with Kanye West choosing to correct an Instagram page that was reporting how much each artist, gets paid for their performance fee. And when one of the slides was Kanye West $1 million to perform, and he personally DM'd them and said, "I'm gonna need you to take this down and correct that my performance fee is actually $8 million."
Hard.
That's ridiculous.
That's
bro.
hard.
That's
That's
crazy.
hard. That's
Do we
hard.
believe that? Do we believe that? I
That's
don't know.
hard.
Do we believe it? It's
Maybe-
$8 million.
That's why he hasn't played a big like a festival in like a
makes-
really long time.
It makes sense, but I feel like because it's
That's probably why he
Kanye, some
gets
of it,
Coachella.
some of it is the production.
I was
fee
about
as
to
well.
say,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be the production because of like the set, the people that need to have that show run. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm curious how much. Like, I am curious. I feel like he almost does it just for the art. Like, I almost feel like he
Yeah, because
takes
every
so little of a percentage into his
do you
pocket.
think Donda, like the live stream, costed him like 8 million or even close to that?
bro, he
I've
built
seen
a
the
fucking house, bro.
I remember seeing some
And
figures
burnt the
where
house
they said
down.
it was like, it was in the tens of millions to do the Donda show.
Because, bro, if you think about it, you'd have they constructed a house.
Yeah.
Which took like how long does it take to construct a house? As well as like even like Donda 2, like with the water and shit. Like, bro, that's crazy. And it's in a stadium. Like, you know, that would have cost like a lot of fucking money, bro. And they burnt it.
I guess, yeah.
And the stadium grant,
yeah.
like that, the most recent one for Donda 2, that was like water for ages.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
true.
Yeah, dog.
And of course, you'd have to pay like medical staffs, like on.
Yeah, true.
And even like the way it was,
pyrotechnics,
yeah.
Even
the
just
audio
like-
engineers for
Yeah.
like how many artists he was bringing out. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
that's why that's probably
You
why
know
the
what?
audio was so average.
After that, I definitely do believe that 8 million is probably like feasible. You know, it's
Because
pretty-
you know he's gonna like even saying that too. You know he's gonna bring like Sunday service and shit.
yeah,
Like you get what I mean. And even that might be why he dropped out of fucking coach, the last coach, because he was supposed to headline and then he dropped out.
No, that was because I think they
Oh, that
dropped
was Travis Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
and
was
Billie
like,
because they
Eilish
wouldn't
and
let
stuff.
him-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But then like, bro, the $8 million is like sort of feasible to me for him.
Yeah.
You
That's
get what
dope.
I mean?
It's
That's a
crazy.
lot
though.
of
Drake
money,
won't get
bro.
$8 million,
I don't think
even
so.
though he's worth it. Like as in like sales and shit.
He could probably ask, but like I said, the production cost. I don't know if Drake can. I haven't seen a good set design from a Drake live show.
Does he have a set design?
Yeah, he does.
He does,
His
but
one, the one when he came to Australia is pretty good, but it's not like. No, I don't think
It's
any
nothing
stage,
like
no
Yeezus.
stage
Yeah,
design
yeah,
is ever gonna come
yeah.
close to
He's not
whatever Kanye's doing.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a mountain, and he's not gonna like pop out of the mountain
Yeah.
and then have like a fucking suit on.
Even
and
even
have
Travis
Jesus come out. And
even
shit.
Travis Scott's like set design is pretty crazy. You know?
Even Kanye.
Yeah, he really went towards like a theme park themes, like
and
for,
even before that, he had the rodeo.
yeah.
And after that, he had the giant eagle for.
Oh, and he
the
flew
track.
down on the day.
Yeah.
And it's like a fucking like roller coaster and he like lands on it and shit. That shit was hard.
Which was pretty fire. But I think he definitely like get that inspiration from Kanye West of
Yeah, even
like having that crazy set design.
even Kanye's like chill one, because in America they have the full set, and then when they come to like little places they don't have the full set.
Yeah.
But it's still a dope set. And Kanye's one was just like this was my Dark Beautiful Fantasy days. It was at Big Day Out, the last Big Day Out. Tony Hawk was skating there too, and Odd Future was there. But he just had like this big backdrop, and it was like fucking stone angels, or like it looked like
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for like the Cruel Summer sort of like aesthetic.
Yeah, so sort of that shit, but that was still tight too. And then like he started, and then there's a stage here, and then he was on like a cherry picker in like the corner, like
That's
a literal cherry picker. It was hot. It was tight, bro.
Well,
It
going
was
off
tight.
that, who do you reckon is like? Is there any other artists that do good set designs apart from Kanye, Travis, and Tyler? The
only
Creator?
metal bands.
Yeah, I can't really name.
Only
any.
only metal bands are probably the
People,
ones that
people
like,
gonna say I'm caping, but I think the last couple of years what Kendrick's been doing with his live shows have been good.
Oh yeah. Kendrick's different.
Like before this one, like the most recent one,
Yeah.
he had the whole Kung Fu Kenny thing, and it was
True.
like, they did they would do the promo video that would go up on the big like jumbotron as well to like entrance him in. And I mean, there's not too many people that put a lot of care into their live shows anymore, which is unfortunate. But that's what I mean. It does mean that someone like a Kanye should get paid $8 million because he's giving something
whole
that's
experience.
more. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
experience. That's exactly the word.
It's a big number when you first see it and you don't go into context about it. But once you go into context and you realize like how much shit goes into like his
Yeah.
stuff. Probably Slipknot will probably be fucking at least that, bro. Because they've got like
Eminem had some good ones back in the day.
Like
if we're being for real.
yeah, like
If Bills isn't here, we can talk honestly about it.
we're allowed to. We're allowed to. Like, yeah, but then you got like Slipknot too. Like Slipknot, they have like a full stage set up, like, lights and all that sort of shit. And then like they've got two dudes that play percussion. They're just like smashing kegs, like beer kegs. And then that shit rises up, starts spinning. And there's like fireworks going and shit. So I feel like Slipknot are like probably like the closest. Like metal bands are probably the closest to having like that
Crazy
much.
sets, yeah.
Probably not $8 million, but like probably like fucking at least two, bro.
There's a I think there's a term in film or like a play. It's called mise en scene or something. And it's all about like costume, set designs, performers, and like the way they talk and stuff. And I think Kanye really takes on that sort of like technique because in every album, it feels like he goes for this aesthetic and sticks with it towards his whole rollout. You know what I mean?
That's what I actually just, funnily enough, just heard like Tyler the Creator talking about it too.
Yeah.
And it's like it is such a big part of taking, like, giving the idea and the context and the nuances to everything that like this project is gonna be.
Yeah.
And it helps you like look at them in a different light. Like every time you look, and I mean it's because he's so like versatile, but every time you think Kanye's coming again, you don't ever have anything previously come to mind. Like none of his old projects come to, like, once it's like being like rolled out to you, you don't start to think, oh, I hope this is like this Kanye.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like a whole album, like no one ever, like you might want that sound back, but no one's like, oh, I want like 808s and Heartbreaks Part 2. Like you just know you're not gonna get that. You probably just hope for some of that sound.
Yeah, the same.
But you feel like it's gonna be something different,
Yeah, and it's the same with like the set design for like fucking look at like Watch the Throne. That's with like obviously like Jigga, who's like the one of the biggest artists in the world, and both of them are touring at the same time, and that stage design was crazy. Like, did you see them on the fucking enormous like LED screens, and there was like sharks and stuff, and there's like lasers and shit like that sort of shit. That was wild.
All I know is after that, they made me want to wear leather pants and leather t-shirts.
And a Givenchy shirt.
Yep.
And a leather kilt.
Yeah, no, maybe. Or actually a flannel around my waist.
And a Don C Python
hat?
Mitch Snappy hat.
Gee, them shits were hard,
Word,
bro. What do you mean? Them shits were hard, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question, honestly. Do you want to Watch the Throne 2?
Yeah. I definitely do.
I do, but I don't want it to be like 444, and I don't want it to be like Donda, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this is the thing. I would, but I don't think it can happen. I don't think it can happen in a way that does the original justice.
Because the original was
it's almost
so
like,
dope, bro.
It's almost like I'd rather let it sit by itself and just appreciate it for what it was.
I don't think we need another one. I don't think we need another one.
I think
I think if they were to do it, they should have done it quickly.
I want it because I feel like Watch the Throne was such a moment for my life because it was my first couple of years listening to hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just like a crazy thing to listen to. Like,
and it was
two big dudes.
The perfect time to have done it would have been a year or two when Griselda was really like in there, like they were in this, not to say that they're not doing, but they were together, and it really was shifting the culture of what Griselda was doing, and like it seemed very. They were a powerful unit, and now they're doing their own things, obviously.
Do you reckon if we did get the Watch the Throne 2 like a couple of years or 3 years after the first one, it would have changed like the trajectory of hip-hop?
Probably, actually, now that you say it.
Because
what's that, 2012?
Yeah. Well, like 11, 12,
Oh, bro, if they did it 2015, this is a big call, but I feel like if they did it in 2015, I feel like there's a lot of artists that wouldn't be around today.
Because that was like the pivotal time, I guess, of hip hop.
That was when mumble rap was starting.
And he sampled, and like Kanye sampled like heaps of like EDM, and that was like my era of like that was the era of like music festivals and shit in Australia too. Yeah. And he sampled like heaps of EDM fucking shit, and like even the opera samples for Ham. When I first heard that shit, I was like, yo, this shit is the hardest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I just really do. I really do. If Watch the Throne 2 came out in like in that era, that 2015, 2016 era, I really don't know where the direction, like I really don't. I really believe the direction of music, it's like in terms of hip hop and rap, would have changed, and there would be a lot of artists today that aren't around right now.
Sure. Yeah, deadass.
That's actually crazy to think about.
Because there was like that era of like
It was a pivotal moment, bro.
Yeah, and it was like
Because bro,
what,
at that time,
5 years of like
Yeah.
them not doing it, and there was just like this big space of where like
but that's what I
people
mean.
are supposed to be.
At that time, there were people that was really starting to on their way. Like that was a time when like Wale was there, Kendrick was there, Cole was there, Drake was there, Big Sean was there, and they were coming.
Yeah.
They were coming. But like even once Jay-Z and Kanye to Watch the Throne, it shown levels, bro. It's shown true levels. Like it's shown true levels of like these guys just starting to get it, and these guys that are like veteran.
Top tier, yeah.
It really did.
And still fly, still doing crazy stage shows.
Yeah,
like
that's what I mean.
Did the whole
what
did the whole like street goth shit like before A$AP Rocky and them.
What
like,
was
look
the
at
Otis
Kanye.
video? What car did they chop down?
Oh,
For
the
Otis video?
Maybach.
Bro, they chopped down the Maybach.
Yeah. And
In
made
that
it some
video.
Mad Max shit, and they're doing doughies with fucking with supermodels in the back, G.
Bro, it's
Popping
showing
bottles,
levels,
putting
bro.
supermodels in the kit. Gee, that's just hard as fuck. One of the hardest lines is like, Maybach bumper sticker, read what would Hova do? Gee, what do you mean?
Honestly, it like
It was
when we
definitely
really
a
look
moment.
back
Everything
at
they
it,
did was crazy.
like
The Red Octobers.
Rocky was on fire. Like Tyler was there. But it just showing levels, bro.
Yeah.
It's showing levels.
And
And,
it pushed-
I just don't know what it would have done for everyone if they were to have done Watch the Throne.
It's
so
probably
much
gonna
sooner.
take like maybe a couple of decades to see another Jay-Z and Kanye again.
I don't know if we'll ever have two of
Yeah.
that magnitude come together like that on a
Yeah.
project.
Especially being so close and them helping each other out
Yeah.
in their
This wasn't even
careers.
the way this podcast was meant to go, but it just makes me want to lean in. Like, we really won't get any.
We'll
true
never get
rappers-
another Jigga. We'll never get another Jigga.
Well, we'll never
deadass.
get that type of collaboration for an album where it's
Yeah.
Jay-Z
Yeah.
and we're 10 years away from it. We're 10
And, like,
we can talk about this. It's 10 years right now.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
Jay-Z and Kanye West in 10 years ago from now, we'll never see anything like it. The magnitude of it all.
And-
And they're like such just how much it shifted everything. And if they were to have done it again, how much it would have just shifted the whole genre in general.
And especially how like Kanye was like pushed into this box of being like a producer, and then Jay-Z, like obviously Jay-Z, like Kanye did Jay-Z's like big hits, and then them being so close, and then so far away, then so close, and then them coming together like big brother, little bro, and then killing it. But they were in that album, it was never like a verse from any of them.
that
It
was
was
it,
them
right?
both
There was
coming
no-
in,
there was
just
not a weak
killing
moment.
it.
I listened to that not knowing any prior knowledge of Kanye's history and Jay-Z's history. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I mean?
hard.
It was just these two rappers that came together and did this album. And for me, looking back to it now, like I didn't remember the point in my life when listening to that album that I thought Kanye was the little bro. you know?
Yeah.
It was like those two dope rappers. Like,
And it was recorded here. Half of it was recorded in fucking Sydney
There was no,
Yeah,
bro, there was
301,
no,
in a
right?
castle.
there was nothing that you could take away from it. Like there was nothing I would take out of that.
There was no bad.
There was
no
no bad
bad
moment.
verse
There was
from
no-
any of them,
I
bro.
was speaking
no
to
bad
somebody.
line or anything.
Bro, the beginning song with fucking Frank Ocean. What do you mean, bro?
I was speaking to somebody. I don't know who it was, but somebody told me that they know somebody that recorded Jay-Z in Sydney, and apparently the way he spat on that mic is the way he sounds like
in real life.
I can see that.
in real life.
I can see that
Like
because
how
it's off
he's
the.
rapping.
It's off the fucking. It's off the nose too.
Yeah, like he sounds the same as his record.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like it's crazy.
Honestly, bro, we're never gonna see it, and that's what I mean. Like we're 10 years away from the album, but even as they're doing the album, they started working together 10 years ago. From that, even like 2002. That's
Yeah,
right
fact.
when they was just starting to work together.
It was
With,
like what Blueprint?
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
Blueprint.
right
even
when they was
before
starting to
that,
work.
even before that, like he was still. They were still like middling
like
and shit.
2002, bro. That would have been the time.
Yeah. Wow.
It's such a crazy thing.
There's a lot of
bro.
things that I wanted from like Kanye, like I wanted another Cruel Summer tape.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Sin City is wild.
I need like another good
It's such an
good music
good
tape.
I want Good Fridays back again.
Oh, bro,
man.
Christian Dior Flow is one of my favorite songs to this day. Lloyd Banks is on the last joint, bro.
So dope, bro.
Bro,
Just
every
to-
week.
and just to get that Wu-Tang feature, like a Wu-Tang
Bro.
feature just on anything, and like it just be so like you just didn't like only Kanye could think to like get a Ghostface on this or a Raekwon on this.
Bro, the
or,
RZA produced the first song on fucking Dark Fantasy. Like, what do you mean? So that's the one in that they do a Good Friday and it was over like Cream?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
was
it had
on the
like
lead up to
Raekwon and shit too, and like Saha and shit.
That's such an underrated album, bro. That doesn't get that could go up in one of the best compilation.
That was Good
albums.
Friday.
Bro,
That was Good
That's gonna
Fridays.
be in one of the best like compilation group
I'm
albums.
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Bro, I'm just looking at the actual set like track list. They had To the World, Click, Mercy.
That I have
That-
don't
yeah.
like as well. Don't they?
Yeah, New
Yeah.
God Flow.
New God Flow was
Bro,
wild.
this album,
Cold. And all of these songs are really good. Like
Have
Sin
you heard-
City. Oh man. Creepers? Bro.
Right, this album's a classic, bro.
Have you heard the
Bliss?
remix? Have you heard the remix of New
What
God?
year was that? 13?
2012, 1st of January.
Wait, so you're telling me he
2012.
dropped that and Watch the Throne in the same year?
Yeah, it was like after.
He dropped that the same year.
It wasn't the same year. It would have been 2011 would have been
Nah, it
Watch
was
the Throne.
2012. Wasn't it?
Okay, August 8, 2011 was Watch the Throne.
Yeah, because that's when I was
This
in
dude's
Australia.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
This dude's crazy, bro.
Oi, have you heard? So you know New God Flow?
Yeah.
You know New God Flow? Have you heard the remix with Ghostface Killer at the end?
No, I thought it was just that.
Nah, so Ghostface Killer is the sample. Shake that body, party
Bro,
that. And then he did a remix, bro, and fucking Ghostface is at the end, bro. It's wild.
I just can't believe people really think Drake can go toe to toe with Kanye and the
Negative.
verses.
Negative.
What are we talking about, bro?
Bro, I remember listening to that tape. I was in year 11, going to like church camp. It was winter.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
That's
I
hard.
can tell you how I was
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
to it.
yeah, yeah.
And I was, first couple of years with me, like smoking and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I remember that album. I was hanging out with that old mate.
Oh, bro.
We won't say his name, but
Oh, we know, old mate. I know exactly.
nah.
Oh.
Bro, I can't believe. Yeah, nah, this dude's crazy.
even
Kanye West.
even like the videos and shit, bro. Like,
See, I didn't see any videos from that album. It was just like,
bro, Mercy, how it pans.
actually, yeah, I listened
yeah,
to listened to Click, and I've seen the Click video.
Click
and
is
it's like,
crazy, bro.
Ah, so
yeah.
good.
Did that remix skyrocketed Chief Keef's career, or was he already established
Nah,
at that time?
he was on his way to something.
Yeah.
But like, to have like enormous artists all jump on that and
Yeah.
kill that, bro.
That was the biggest
Kinda-
co-sign that he
It
got.
was very similar to Designer and Panda.
Oh, yeah,
that song,
deadass.
that
Yeah.
song was doing.
That's how
what
Kanye
that song
found
was doing
that.
what it was doing, regardless.
yeah,
of
yeah,
Kanye
yeah,
or
yeah.
not.
Kanye found that shit though.
What was
That's
that other
one
song?
thing.
What was that other song with that Theraflu?
Oh yeah, that was hard too. Nah, what's the other one? The one
Now
with
we're going
Jeezy.
into an era.
No, the one with Jeezy. I'm on. Cause is it? Put on. I put on.
Oh, yeah.
That was hard, bro.
I know what you're telling. I don't even remember what it's called though.
No, it's called Put On. It's called Put On. And I think it's a Jeezy joint. And then Kanye was on it. And then Kanye's talking about like how he lost his mum. That was when Donda just died. And the first time using auto-tune too. And then he brought out fucking 808s and Heartbreaks.
Yeah, because that was right around the time. Yeah, nah, I get it.
That was hard, bro.
People forget about Amazing too. How big that song was,
Bro, and that wasn't even meant. Bro, it's so
Wait,
good.
I swear I was playing a video game and that song would always play. Was it
Yeah.
2K?
Yeah, 2K. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it was on every. It was for the NBA playoffs. It was a theme song for
Yeah.
NBA playoffs and everything too.
Oh, that's crazy.
Even the video, bro. You
do
watched
not
the
tell
video.
me Drake can beat Kanye West
He
in the
can't.
verses.
You know what?
Bro,
Thinking
no
about
one
it,
can
maybe
beat.
not.
No one can beat Kanye West in the
It's
verses.
Kanye versus Kanye, bro. Dead ass.
No one can beat Kanye.
It's gonna
in
be
the
it's gonna be like a 4-part series, him versus himself, bro.
Bro, I don't think people know how big. Like that's what I mean. An easily slept on song is amazing, but that song was big,
Yeah.
bro. That song was big.
The video clip was retarded.
Is that
too.
from
Sorry.
any album?
Hey,
Amazing? Is that from any album?
That's from
Or
808s
was it
and
the
Heartbreaks.
808s and Heartbreaks.
Wow.
And Jeezy was on it because
Love Lockdown. Psh, bruh, what are we talking about, bro?
How it starts off in white and then it goes into like fucking vivid colors.
Right, yeah, and it's got the drums. Bro,
Yeah.
the
And the drums are so heavy, bro.
oh,
Bro, welcome
really-
to Heartbreak. What do you
just
mean?
want to play a song for like I will try my best to play Drake's, but if we really were to put Kanye's, if we were really to play this,
He doesn't have the discography to do it, bro.
He doesn't. He really doesn't, bro. It's so clear, like, bro, this is timeless music. You put out Love Lockdown today,
Yeah,
that's going.
bro. You listen to.
That's true. That I still hear the melody. I don't even know the whole song, but I don't know the melody.
Bro,
Of the hook.
you
Bro,
can
you
hear the drums. you
Can't
can hear
tell me
everything.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Bro.
still getting played today on movies, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Gold Digger's still getting played.
Bro, there's
It is
so
timeless
many.
music.
He's got so
Yeah.
much timeless music. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This dude is a
And,
genius.
and when he dropped
He
those,
should be getting paid $80 million a show.
Don't say
You know
that.
what, Drake?
It's
You
gonna
don't
happen.
deserve
We'll
that
never see him. And we'll
Kanye.
never see him.
Kanye, listen, I know.
You deserve it, my G, but please don't do
Drake
that.
didn't deserve that $600 million deal. Kanye did.
Right, this dude, Kanye, honestly.
That's true though. Like if you look back to those albums, I don't think in that era nobody sounded like Kanye. You know,
No.
like his album
That's
was
why-
still separate, bro. I think for me, like I've seen it with Jesus, I've seen it with like Pablo. It's like every time he drops, like you look around, what's around that era, it doesn't sound.
I've said
anything
this.
Like it.
I've said this since we started this podcast that Kanye West has changed hip hop every year since he's come out, bro.
I don't know about change hip hop, but like you know what I mean.
No,
Like,
he has, bro. Like you're saying, like look at around you and like how it's changed.
I
but
can't-
nobody
stuff
tries
around
to be
you.
like Kanye though.
I,
you know what I
no,
mean?
I can't. Let me come in for him. Let's say it's not music. Let's say it's everyone dressing how they're dressing right now.
Oh, exactly.
Let's say everyone that's going up on a podcast or an interview with a balaclava on, with these boots on,
With the shiesties.
with the
shiesty joints.
with the puffer jacket. Like, bro,
Yeah.
he does like. He really does. Like, if it's not the music, it's gonna be something.
It's definitely the
100%.
music
Whatever-
too, bro.
yeah,
From like the
like-
albums, but like he killed gangster rap, bro. He
'Cause,
brought
bro,
real rap back, bro. Like
everything-
future shit.
Bro, he was on all these earth tones while he was doing like
Yeezy season 1.
yeah,
Bro, that shit was
and now
wild,
it's like
bro.
the thing. Now it's a norm. Like
Yeah.
it's the in
Bro,
fashion.
I
Yeah,
still want to
tan
get.
is fire now.
I still want to get those like. I think it was the duck boot from season 1.
Yeah, bro.
I,
Those
th- I,
them
I
shits
think
are
that
hard.
was like the hardest shoes he's ever made. Have you ever seen them? Like the duck boot one? I don't know if it's season 1 or season 2, but it was like a shelter, but it looks like a hiking military.
Hey, I
boot.
got love for Kanye, but I've just never been drawn enough to get one of his shoes.
Well, that's the only shoe that
Like
I really want from him.
they're not bad. They're not bad, but they just don't scream out to me like, oh, I need these Kanye. I
The
need
wave
these
runners, but the triple black, the 700s, those are the ones that I want, bro. Anything triple black, but the 700s are like my shape, G.
Yeah,
As
like
soon as I
they're
seen
just-
the wave runner, I was just like, oh, that's cool. But as soon as I seen like a triple black, bro, I was like, yeah, G,
Give me
that's
a pair
done.
of Con 70s any day over those Yeezys, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
She's the guy that worked at Hype.
that, bro, literally, like, I'd rather wear Chuck Taylors over the freaking Yeezys, man.
Yeah. There was just nothing that
I'm just
was
not a
like,
crip
oh,
from
I need
LA,
I
so I
need
don't
this
wear them.
silhouette of like this
Yeah.
this new. It just wasn't there. The only one would be the original Nike series.
Oh yeah, the October
Oh,
Reds. The
the
October Reds
Yeezys.
are absolute. The
Red
the
October.
I like the
Yeezy
Solar
2s,
Reds.
Yeezy 2s, the
I like the-
October Reds. Those are just
I like-
absolutely.
I like the
the
black
most
ones.
beautiful shoe
That
I've ever seen
silhouette
in my
was
whole
amazing.
life.
That
Is it
silhouette
called-
was amazing.
Is this called the Solar Red?
The Yeezy
Nah,
2?
October
Yeezy
Red.
2, yeah.
October Red.
Nah, the
He
black
wants
one.
the black ones.
The black and like
With
green.
the
Oh, I got you.
yeah.
Yeah. The blinks.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
It's so fire, bro. That and I didn't like the first Yeezy.
No,
Like,
the
the
first
Nike-
ones are hard.
The first ones are cool, but I definitely prefer the two.
The two,
The Yeezy
yeah.
2 with Nike. That's definitely
That's
definitely my favorite Kanye shoe silhouette for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like even like holding one
Mm.
because it came into the studio. I don't know how it came to the studio, but I actually held it in my hand and I looked at it, and everything that went into that shoe, bro, is absolutely wild.
Well, all right. What can you say that was an equivalent shoe that came close to the hype of the Red Octobers? Would you say like Virgil, like the Air Force ones, or like the Louis Vuitton collections and stuff?
Nah, probably like the first Off-White joints.
Yeah, fat.
Yeah,
Like the
10,
first-
probably
the first
something-
rollout.
The 10.
Yeah, the
from
10. The
Off-White.
10 is
Yeah.
probably it. And it's probably the...
That's right. I do remember those.
Bro, it's hard with all those
Yeezys
shoes.
one
It's probably
was-
the one. It's probably the
Yeezys-
Chicago ones that
Yeah,
were the ones that were
Off-White.
the
Yeah, but I
hardest
still
ones.
can't see it like Yeezys. Like I remember just seeing videos of the like people like just the
That was that era though. When
Yeah,
like you
that's
could cop it for
true.
like what fucking cheap.
But that's what I
we couldn't
mean. That's
get
what
it, bro.
that's what makes it that's what makes it because they were the people that really wanted it.
Mm.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
They were they were the people that were willing to fight for it.
It was
Yeah.
like
You know,
350 like retail or something.
Yeah. How much?
I don't know if it was 220 or 350.
Yeah, it was
Like,
cheap, bro. They were cheap,
We're in
bro.
this we're in this
They were
world
cheap,
now
way
where like
cheaper.
people would just pay reset. Like I don't know how
Bro,
people
I
pay
Bro,
this
two
resale
racks,
prices.
2 racks for a pair of shoes, G. Nah,
I
bro.
just-
I got angry at seeing fucking the AJ4 militaries for over fucking $400, bro.
Right, it was like I just seen shout out to Lance, my barber. He just put
Uncle.
up his he was in a reseller store in like one of the like Westfields. They're getting
I know the
reseller-
exact
reseller
one.
stores
Yeah, I
everywhere.
know the exact one that he's talking
Bro,
about.
Fire Red 4s, $600.
Really?
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like, where's
bro.
the culture, bro? Do you ever remember the culture back then when? Shout out to Kickstand and stuff. I've got a lot of shoes from the Kickstand. It's
Fire.
like
Yeah, shout out to Jake at
it-
Kickstand.
it's this Facebook Market I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
group, and people would just hook people up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
They don't
like,
care.
They don't care. Like,
yeah,
making
it was
profit.
about like the community and like giving. Like if you
Yeah.
could get it for like that was the other thing too. Like you'd
Yeah.
go in, it might not even be the one that you want, but if you could,
Yeah.
you'd go in to get something for someone and be like, oh, you know, like you just
Yeah.
if I can't go and get one, you just you know
Yeah.
you get it for like
or like pay.
and that's what
just
I mean.
pay for postage.
I remember
like,
going
wow.
to Foot Locker and just like you just would conversate and really like get to know
Yeah.
each other like in line as well. And now it's like
And you see the same people every
yeah, you see the same
every
people.
month.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Now
It was
it's
really
like you're
community.
camping
Now it's
and
like
you're hustling.
now it's
G.
like people are making money,
Man,
which gives me the next topic too, which I just seen, which was like Tyler Creator like really like ripping into like NFTs and saying
Right.
like why are we going into NFTs when there's all these like physical things? Like I'm not worried
Yeah.
about an NFT. Like I really got this shoe, or I really
Yeah.
got, and it's like it's been crazy to me to just see how like NFT and crypto is like trending, but like sneakers is still holding its value. It's like kind of crazy,
dude. And like what he said as well, like where are the actual artists
Yeah,
in the NFT
And
space? Not just like freaking apes that was wearing Supreme hoodies and
like
Yeah, and
it's
he's-
really starting to get it's really starting to become like a joke to people now. It really
it
it's
became
unfortunate.
oversaturated.
It's unfortunate because there was a lot of people like it stemmed from a nice, you know, like it's for an art. It's a
Yeah.
means of like an artist to truly get paid like what it's worth and its value. But now it's like it's kind of bad because now it's kind of like shot everyone in the
Yeah,
foot.
it is pretty young. It's only been around for like a year or two. You know what I mean? So I'm so excited to like see. Oh, I'm not so excited. I'm interested to see where it would take.
My only worry is if like when you burn something once,
Yeah,
it's hard to ever forget that fire. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
facts.
Like, cause like, for instance, right, with music and like how little you get for a stream.
yeah,
Like, I wonder if everything did turn digital, but it stayed as iTunes. So it stayed as you can only get that
If you're
if
buying
you
for
pay
$2,
$1.50 or if
yeah.
you pay $15 for the album.
yeah,
But it was all digital.
yeah.
I feel like that would have kept music at the same value that it was.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, having to pay
That
for
is
And I
stuff.
feel like what with memberships, it does so much to devalue the product and the platforms.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11,000 for 6 million songs.
Like I don't
Done.
think we won't see a way that streams are worth more. I don't think we'll ever see a time where streams are worth more
I
money.
don't think so. Yeah, it's so accessible.
Which sucks.
yeah, yeah.
You know what? That's crazy to me. So it's like, that's what I'm afraid of with NFTs now is like, okay, have we burnt it out so that now, like, now we've found the true value?
Yeah, like what's next? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
what's the utility of these NFTs apart
Like-
from like exclusive dinner with this guy or
yeah. To me, like,
exclusive
crypto's
advice.
different. Crypto
Yeah.
can go up. I'm not one of these people that are like, oh, crypto is stupid. It's gonna just be nothing.
Yeah, man.
Whereas NFTs, I worry about it more because it is like it is a product based thing.
Yeah.
And
a trend driven thing.
yeah, and if the value of those products are seeming to be next to nothing, then
Yeah. You and I can like literally go on Paint tonight, like right now, and upload it on OpenSea, and you know, say we created an NFT.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's almost like fast fashion. Like
Yeah.
look at snap pants. Like you know how snap pants were like the thing at one point, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's just because these people jumped on it. It's just the same with fucking NFTs.
Yeah.
You know, but like if it's one of those things too that like once people cash out, bro, and it's gone, it's just like the stock market, just up and down. It's just like crypto too.
A pretty cool thing though that Tory Lanez did was sell his like an album or like an exclusive album via an NFT, and he made like
I think I
he
seen
made like
that.
2 or 3 million.
there's a lot
in
of
like
people
6
making a lot of
minutes.
money. Yeah,
Like, what?
but it's like that's what I mean.
crazy.
It's like how I just it's good, but I just wonder how well it would translate over time.
Do you own any NFTs? I personally don't.
I only did the NBA Top Shot for a little bit.
That's right.
That's the only thing. Yeah. That's the only thing I did. But I didn't go. I think I might have only got like 1 or 2 cards.
Yeah, true.
I want to start copying like the Drink Champs ones, just because I watched that.
I just don't know.
But I don't want to pay like a fucking rack for it. But then my homie's got his own one called like
The Sperm Bank.
Yeah, the Sperm Bank. Yeah, so I want to cop those, but I just don't have the money to do it.
But
bro.
to me, it's just like I just don't. I mean,
I just
don't
get the
quote
utility.
me on this because I know I could be completely wrong, but I just get fearful of like once something gets devalued, it's hard to get like to push the value of it back up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I know out of with music. You know, I know the money that you get from a stream is not gonna go up. It can only go down. And it's devalued music, and I feel like it'll just do the same in the NFT space. I think like seeing so many people cash out or feel burnt by a NFT is only gonna hurt, and it's only gonna like those people tell other people, and they tell like, I
it's
wouldn't
only
put
'cause
your money in NFTs. You know what I mean?
And it's only because celebrities jumped in on that. So you chuck
Of
a celebrity onto
course.
anything,
And
bro.
they definitely got some.
Snoop Dogg's
They
son.
definitely got some like influencer money. They
You
definitely got some money.
Snoop Dogg's
to-
son, bro.
You definitely know like our economy is in shambles when like a picture is sold like 100 times more than an average income.
Bro, the worst ones are like
You know what I mean?
bro.
That's what I mean. I think that there was that one Bored Ape that was like someone paid $200,000 for it, and it just sold for like a couple $100 or something. And that was the biggest NFT like brand. You know what I mean?
And the pixel, like, there's that one that's like a pixelated person. You can't even see like what the picture is, and that's getting sold
was
for
that
like.
Bored Ape? No, that was.
I don't know.
That's getting sold for like X amount too, and it's just like I don't fucking get this. But then in saying that too, like, no offense to the people that are like hustling that shit, like it's just like hustling shoes.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you
that's
get
what I
what I
mean.
mean?
The thing is with shoes is that that's what I'm saying
you
is
can
like
touch
You're gonna
it.
hold
in this
them.
time it's kept its value throughout this
Yeah.
time, and it's like I get it as well. It helps that like you know the dollar hasn't changed as much as like the crypto value, you know, and I feel like the crypto value of like Bitcoin it has helped hurt the NFTs
yeah, bro.
tremendously, but like it's still funny, you know, physical products. PS5s are still going for crazy amounts still too. So
But
it's like,
in saying that too, like the craziest thing is like if you think about it, with digital things in my head, there's no like obviously you're saying that like the money up and down and all that sort of shit. Like that's obviously a fucking thing, 100%. But like what I'm thinking in my head too is that like there's no expiry date for a digital thing. With like a physical thing, like if you hold on to it for X amount of time, like look at all these Jordans that people are like trying to
bro, my
resell from
shoes are
like the
fucked.
90s, and they're like people copying these ones from like the 90s, and then they like put them on and they fucking crumble.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you get what I mean?
I had a pair of shoes from 2002. I was wearing it one day and it was just like
They weren't the fours?
gone. Nah, it
Okay,
was,
sweet, we
but
good.
it was a Jordan.
I would've cried.
Bro, you know what? It was this Jordan 22s lows, and it's like Carmelo Anthony wore it. It was like a white
Hard.
and like
Hard already.
North Carolina blue.
Yeah,
colorway.
anything mellow,
And
hard.
I was wearing them and it was just crumbled.
you get what I mean? Like sometimes there's like a good like medium between like digital and like physical things. Like there's obviously good and bad.
I feel like it has to. I feel like
But
with
you're
NFTs, I feel like it has to be. It has to coincide with one another.
Yeah.
I don't think an NFT can be successful just as an NFT as a digital thing. It has to come with a physical entity as well.
Yeah, like
even
its utility and stuff.
Even Gene was saying that like he wants to do NFTs and then sell like, you know, like studio time or like fucking you get like a drum kit with it. Which is when I first thought about NFTs, I thought it was just the one picture. Then I just realized that people, you get like, you buy one, you get invited into like this mansion and have like a dinner with. I didn't realize that was a thing.
I don't think I ever do it. I'm not gonna say I'll never gonna do it, but I'll definitely got me thinking. So like, you know what? Everybody just does it.
Yeah, this like that's what I mean. I don't want to say it's a bad thing or it's not good. I'm fearful of it being something that is not gonna be helpful to anyone now because of how burnt some people got on the biggest NFT things, and it's just upsetting because it can be such a powerful tool for creatives, you know, and artists.
And they're not hard to make too. All that you have is like a generator. You have like the base model, and then you just generate different shit onto that thing, and then you sell them off. So it's not even fucking hard, bro.
I definitely love to understand it a little bit more, but from what I'm understanding right now is like it's definitely something that I wouldn't really dabble in at the moment.
I just want to be able to hustle with that and like crypto, but I just don't have the fucking means to like do it. Even though like that's an excuse. That's 100% an excuse, but I got bros that are like on all that shit. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the next topic, which is Westside Gunn. We got some new on the way.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Second one, good work.
New album on the way. Do you have the date, Levi?
I want that.
No, I don't. But I think it's like, is it the end of the week?
Is it end of the week?
I'm pretty sure it's end of the week.
It's this Friday.
I was saying it like last podcast, bro. Every time I listen to these sort of music, it sort of like takes over my life and
listen to Conway's
creativity.
album. You listen to Conway's album, you're welcome.
I will, but like when I listen to them, it just makes me want to make that type of music, and it puts me in that space.
Consumes
you know
you,
It makes me want to wear a shiesty.
And there's no other genre or like type of music that makes me feel that sort of like creativity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the track list is out. I'm not gonna say the names of the tracks because I mean the track titles are always amazing, but it's not gonna give you much context. But I do want to go through the production credits.
Retarded.
And
fucking absolutely crazy.
A lot of bleeps for Keegan this week. So I don't know who Don Carrera. Do you know Don Carrera?
I think
is this a brand new producer?
Nah, I think he's new, but he might be on like older shit.
Okay, but not as because he's got 4 placements on this one. Wow. 5 placements.
No, it's only like 8 songs. It's 3 by Madlib, and then there's like
no, there's 5. The first 5 is Don Carrera.
Oh no, I think he's a rapper G.
No, that's produced. It says produced.
Oh, is it? But then Madlib's on that too.
Yeah, he's got 3, but it's not 8. It must not be 8 songs then, bro. Because
is it more?
Yeah, I think it must be over 8 songs.
Oh, because I think 5 came up in my thing, and it was only like Madlib, Conductor, and.
Do you want me to count? I'll count how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, the
7,
first one
8,
that I
9. There's 10 songs.
Oh yeah.
All right, so yeah, the first 5 is produced by Don Carrera. 3 is Madlib, produced by Madlib.
Wow.
1 is produced by Conductor. And the last one is produced by Derringer. And then it says song. It doesn't have who's featured on what, but it says songs performed by Westside Gunn, Stove God Cooks, and ST Knack. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a new dude.
So I just want to touch on this. I don't see Benny the Butcher, and I don't see Conway the Machine. Why?
I'm not even gonna be mad if it's just all Westside Gunn.
I'm not.
Well,
Westside. It's rare to not see these guys on each other's album.
Westside wasn't on Conway's joint.
Which one?
The Ghost, the new one.
Yeah, but that's Ghost. It's different.
What do you mean it's different?
Sometimes there's a lot of songs on there that isn't all 3 of them. I'm talking about on their big projects, on most of their projects, that's like them. There's all 3 of them on there.
Do you class that as a big project?
I do. I do.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
I feel like that's a tape because like
It's Peace Flag God is one of his biggest monikers.
Yeah, I got you.
It's not Big Ghost Limited where it's like something that Conway does.
That one was yeah, I got you. So it's not like
It's not like
it's not Hello Where's Hermes.
I don't.
It's not Hello Where's Hermes.
Like, I don't,
yeah, I got you.
And like that's if Benny does Black Soprano Family, I'm not expecting like Conway or Westside to be on it.
Yeah, I got you.
But on an album that's called Peace Fly God, I'm
super
expecting.
keen to this.
Yeah,
I'm
at least
expecting that Flip Verse Phil produced by Derringer, and
Would
I'm
have
expecting
both of them on it.
featured Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
He's bro.
Even that new dude, like I don't even know who he is. I've never heard of him.
I like Steve. What is it? What's his name?
Stove God,
Stove God, bro. I've only like discovered him like last month, and bro, it's so fire.
Bro, Westside Gun bought him a enormous stove iced out necklace. It's a stove, bro,
So
like a Fisher and
fire.
Paykel stove, bro. It's so hard.
That's it.
It's so hard.
But now, obviously, Westside makes. I just hope everything can come together in that camp so that we get those songs.
So, yeah, because Insane, you know how you say you didn't know one person and the other person? I think they're these two dudes that were in a photo with Westside Gun that was on his Instagram. And they're two
with
bigger...
the ST-NAC?
Yeah. So they're two bigger dudes and... So I haven't seen them before.
Yeah.
Two. So it might be like a breakaway...
Like the new.
Nah, I'm saying it might be like a breakaway album. Like you know how like a rapper will go to like a joint with like a random person.
Well, I know he was been talking about like building the new Griselda. Like I'm building.
Yeah,
the
so
new Griselda.
that might be a thing too, bro. Straight up.
But I just don't feel like
it's
it's
without warning.
I feel like he can build the new Griselda still by making sure that one song on there with them three that started it all. I feel like that should always be a thing.
In saying that too, it might be like we might be thinking too much about this.
I don't think so.
No,
I think
no,
it's
no.
fair to think about it.
But then look at- but
let's
then
make
look
a
at-
bet. Do you reckon that's just for publicity, or do you reckon we're actually gonna get?
Okay, because Benny's gonna drop an album on Def Jam soon. It hasn't happened yet.
So he might be working on that, so he didn't have time to.
No, he has time. He has
bro.
time.
Yeah,
Don't act like he doesn't have
I'm
time.
trying, bro.
Bro,
I'm trying. They're my boys. Bro.
I'm
You know
gonna be
trying.
worried if Benny's album, because Benny's album will come out soon, and by the looks of how much Conway's working, he's gonna have something solo. If all three of these projects don't have them three together, like them, and I'm talking about them three
Yeah,
together on one
Griselda.
song,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be worried.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be worried, and I'm gonna be like, we're not gonna see them together again for years.
Does Westside do deluxe like versions of his album and stuff?
I don't think so. I think when it drops,
He really
that's it.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
Even Supreme Blind Tell, like it was just
He did a
Supreme
part
Blind Tell and it's
2
done.
for that last album, didn't he? Like,
Yeah, but that wasn't deluxe. That was like a completely
That was a
different
part. That was
album.
a disc 2 type
disc
thing.
two
Yeah,
type
and
thing,
different
yeah.
cover, different song list.
Yeah, I see. But I was just gonna wonder like, what if there's a deluxe album with those two? But nah, I mean, I do hope that we still get like.
Because
a
when
whole
was the
mixtape
last
with
one?
all
When
three
was
of
it
them.
on the Conway's album? That was the last one with, or was it on Benny?
No, it was probably it was Conway's was the last. Oh,
Benny
Conway's
had it,
late.
didn't he?
Conway's later one was the last one, wasn't it?
I thought Benny. I thought on the new.
I thought Paris would be.
Let me have a look.
Paris.
Bro, that song was dope. What's the song with JID and Conway?
They didn't have it. They didn't do it on the Tanner Talk 4 either.
Yeah, so it was Conway's last joint.
So that's not a good trend, bruh. It's not a good trend.
Nah, but I'm pretty sure West and
They were on it.
Yeah,
but
they were on it,
I
but
need
they
the
were
one where
separately.
they have a thing where it's like
Yeah.
on the albums they have all three of them on one joint.
And saying that too, that Ghost joint, like they're all like new apart from like the drum work.
Could
And then
that
you
be it
and
for
then
them?
in the beginning he says like drum work you bitch, so it might have been a drum work
I
album.
mean, I said it. I said that this was the writing on the wall.
he's bringing it back. He's bringing it back.
Could this be it?
But it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing that
It's
I didn't
man.
want to wish for it for existence. I just seen where it was heading, and
It's
I didn't
just
like it.
bro. It's just like
I still want to do. I still want to hear like a WWCD part 2, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She ain't gonna do, bro. She ain't gonna
Bro.
do too.
TV, bro. Honestly, I'm hoping it's just gonna be like Watch the Throne 2. I'm gonna hope for it, and we'll see.
What you throw into the something that we
like-
wouldn't get.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
well,
probably gonna be the same.
That's what
boat.
it was. That's what you and Sam were telling me. Oh, what was she gonna do too? It's gonna come. G, it's gonna come. Now they're not even. You can't even get all three of them on one song on one album, bro. That's not a good thing.
That's not their last album.
No, it's not their last. But if you can't even get three of them on one song for a song.
What about the next one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Benny's coming soon, and if it's this trend.
What about the one after that? What about the one after that?
But you told me it was coming soon. You said,
Yeah.
what would Sheen gonna do to... I'm not saying it'll never happen.
Yeah, they said it
But
too.
you told me it was coming soon.
Because they gave us a time.
Come soon.
Because I've seen tweets and they gave us like a timeline. It was supposed to be like...
But
I think it was supposed to be like Liz 2, Rome Streets, and then WW.
But bro, it's worse than I predicted.
Yeah.
I said that they were just naturally growing so big as artists that they're gonna be so busy that they don't have the time to do it. That was my exact words. It wasn't that.
And now it's happening.
But
but
now it's
now that's my argument.
But now it's in a
yeah,
way
yeah.
where it's like business and there's things that they're not
Agree on and
aligned
shit,
with
yeah.
at all.
Yeah, but I'm just, bro. Honestly, like I've still got hopes, bro. Like
We all have
I'm
hopes.
holding
Me
that
too.
dude,
I don't
bro.
believe it's done, but I believe it's on the shelf for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks.
I'm still
I
holding
feel
my
like
shit.
they
I'm
definitely
still holding my
shine
shit.
the most.
They
when
shine
there-
the most
when
together.
There's three of them, you know?
They shine the most together. When they're like, not to say that they
It's
have to do
different.
but when they're a solid unit together.
It's like when the Power Rangers come together, bro. It's like
Yeah.
nobody can fuck with them, bro.
when they're a solid unit together.
Yes, I know this. I fucking listen to them.
Well,
so
that's what
don't
I'm
even
saying.
fucking start me about this. But
Well,
yeah,
you
I
have
know
to
exactly.
know. You have
I
to
know
like-
exactly
you have
what
to
Put
you
it
put
mean.
that way,
writing on
I
the
like
wall.
them more together than them three doing separate things.
Nah, Conway.
Nah, but like bro, when they rapping all together, there's something about it, man.
But you gotta remember the West
Yeah,
Side,
on the Derringer shit.
The West Side,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
West Side curation, the fact of Benny wanting to like duel with Conway in a competitive way. You know, that's what makes them good.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
on their
Yeah,
solid
yeah.
projects.
You need that
when
shit
they're
too.
in a
Yeah,
solid unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's there. They're not there.
Especially
like that.
how like
What was she gonna do?
WCD. Yeah, I have to keep spelling it out because I can't fucking.
I don't even know
I'm a
what
little
it
bit
is.
fucked up in the.
Just say what was she gonna do?
Yeah, no, but it's actually what will Connie would do. What will Connie do? But we'll
But that's what
refrain
they
from
said
that.
is what was she gonna do?
Yeah, but the covers, the Connie things, and they actually changed it.
What,
when they
recently?
released it. No, like it's released. So like, what will Connie do? When they actually released the album, like you can have a look right now.
I didn't
it's
even know what it stood for.
WWCD.
I know it says that. I know it
Yeah,
says that.
yeah, that's what
CD.
Connie. She's like a crackhead on the block.
Yeah, I know who
Yeah,
that
she's
is,
the
but-
cover.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever heard them talk about that, they've only talked about it as what.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be called. Was what will Machine Gun do, but they fucking changed it for some reason. But anyway,
I didn't
like,
even know that. That's crazy.
anyway, like, I feel like it's going to be harder for them to make an album like that fast now after the bullshit. Like, you get what I mean? Because they had made that in like fucking like what? They had it booked out for like a month and they made it in like a week.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I mean? I don't think they have. It's going to be harder for them to make an album that fast again.
Especially
And
with
I'm
all
not-
the differences that they have.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say that like this album's going to be like super drawn out and like they're working on it like right now. I'm just saying that like with their differences and shit, I don't think that they could gel that fast again. So they're going to have to figure it out. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month, but hopefully it happens.
The only thing is for them, bro, is like.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense. But
sweet.
I think the other thing we have to remember with them is that time is not on their side.
Nah.
Nah.
Especially how old.
That's
like,
what I'm
they all
saying, and
are.
that's why it's concerning, bro. That it's turned out it's turned out worse than like I just thought they were gonna be so big that they don't have the time. But
Yeah.
now it's that, and the relationships aren't the same.
Yeah, so
They're not on a time frame where they can do some shit 5 years from now.
and they don't those three, they don't post like fuck this dude fuck this dude.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
say something like
professional
that.
about
There'll be
everything
like
they're
some
doing, but
subliminal shit, but like to be honest, like I'm still hoping, bro. Like I'm holding that.
We all do. We
Yeah.
all do. We
Yeah.
all do, for sure. I don't know. I guess the last topic that we'll talk about before we end this episode, brought to you by Ever Defining, recorded at 6 Degree Studios.
Nice. Nice ad break.
Yeah.
This show is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Yeah, sponsors, get at us. We charging a bag.
Yeah. Oh, there's a few sponsors in the list, so hit me up. I got you.
So yeah, Travis Scott has been shown around a lot lately.
Yeah,
and
back.
not quietly.
Not quietly.
It started a while ago at Coachella with the whole, he had a lot of billboards up there. Now
Those
he's
billboards are sick.
He was at Michael Rubin's birthday. Everyone was at Michael Rubin's
Who
birthday.
the fuck is Michael Rubin?
He's just this billionaire that from Philly. I don't know exactly what his business is, but he's close with everyone like Meek Mill, Jay-Z, Lil Baby, 21 Savage. There was literally crazy. Little Uzi Vert was there. Drake was there.
Yeah.
Like literally anyone you could name, they were at Michael Rubin's birthday party,
know who the fuck this guy
and
is.
they were performing.
Oh, that's
They were
hard. That's what you want.
performing.
That's when you know you're big. Is when you can have everybody.
Bro,
that's hot.
if Jay-Z, Drake, I mean, what do we have?
Yeah,
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
Drake, Lil Baby, 21 Savage.
if Jigga's there, you
Meek
made
Mill,
The only
it. If Jigga's
one-
there, you made
The
it.
only one's missing is DJ Khaled, and that's because
Yeah.
he's doing an album.
Travis Scott. It was
Is he
crazy.
doing
But
an
yeah,
album?
Travis Scott is everywhere. And,
I need
how do we feel about
I
it?
need a new Travis Scott album.
Is that's still getting hinted at, right? Utopia?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I definitely want it. 155%.
But I'm so curious. I wasn't the biggest fan of Astroworld.
Astroworld was hard.
True. That's
Astroworld was
interesting.
hard. There was so many southern, Houston, samples and
I
shit. That's why I
definitely
frothed over.
musically, I haven't taken to ASAP Rocky as much as maybe in the 2015, 2017 era. So I listened to Astroworld. I thought it was cool, but it was nothing crazy in my rotation. I was listening to it. But
What did you say, ASAP Rocky?
didn't I say Travis Scott?
No,
No,
you
he
said
said
ASAP
A$AP
Rocky.
Rocky.
Ah, my bad.
No, but
I was wondering. I was
Birds,
just like, who?
Birds in the Trap was so in my rotation, bro. I see. That's one.
I seen
album.
that shit live.
That's one song, but that's one album that I can listen to
Front to back.
front to back
Bro,
again,
the
and
Three
regardless of what
Stacks,
time.
the
Yeah,
Three-
from the
the-
first song.
The 3 Stack song, bro, wild.
That's one.
That's what I mean. I haven't been. That's probably the last album that I was really
Yeah.
took to, and then ever since then, it's not that I'm not. I obviously tune in, but it's not. It's just not. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know if I He's out again, but I don't think I'm not in this thing of if it was dropping a week or two away from now, I'm not holy
Astroworld was definitely not rodeo.
I was about to say, if the Utopia sounds like Days Before Rodeo, which I know it won't sound like that, I'd probably love it. But then again, it could be something progressive.
But every album got better, and every tape got
But
better. Even from
Every album
Al Farrell
sound-wise,
and shit.
Every album sounded way better. His vocal sounds way better.
Yeah, it's cleaner.
Productions definitely current.
He's definitely found how to make
He's
songs.
he's found a way to mainstream his sound.
Yeah, because if you think about you look at Al Farrell was
Yeah, two
all
songs in one.
all bangers too. Even the tapes Days Before Rodeo, all bangers, and then he drops Rodeo, which was bangers and actual songs.
A
And
lot
then
of
you listen to Astroworld too, Astroworld, and then Astroworld was just he actually found that
sound.
yeah,
He's one
that
of,
chemistry. It's just Korn. Korn did the same thing.
He's one of those.
They were up and down for so long, and then they did the fucking Other Side album, which is Coming Undone and stuff, and they actually found their sound, and that's what they sound like from then on. So that's probably what Travis Scott's gonna sound like from now on.
Astroworld definitely cemented him into the to the scene.
That-
to the
yeah.
mainstream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
it's a
that
big
movie
thing
too.
with I don't know, especially with him and I mean every artist has it differently, but definitely a way of as well of finding his voice.
Yeah.
Cause he would yell a lot in his earlier stuff,
he
and
did.
it's a thing that you find with a lot of artists that, you know, like you don't realize how much like if you don't pay attention, if you were to go their first albums or first songs to their, you know, like someone like comparing Travis to his earlier stuff, he'd yell a lot in his and he doesn't yell anymore. He knows how
control.
It's more melodic too.
Yeah, as well as someone like a Tyler the Creator, switching from where he was then to how he delivers his
to
vocals now.
Yeah.
Because you leave it to the
Like,
engineer, man. We can make your voice louder.
Yeah, but I think it's also like just this.
It's aggression too.
It's just this way of as well when you sometimes you don't know your way around a track, and sometimes you feel like these are your own. Like I feel like I'm someone similar that was like I'd yell a lot at first, and I feel like it's almost like
Rowdy was like a little bit yelly.
yeah, like you feel like you feel like you don't have this moment again to say things.
Yeah,
but it's like you start to realize, oh, like I can just keep making music, and it's like I don't have to yell to get my point across. I can get my point across like over and over again with different music.
It's that emotion. It's that emotion in that moment too. Like
for certain things, but I honestly don't feel like.
Look
I
at
feel
Snoop
like
Dogg.
with
He
a
never yelled in his life.
Yeah, like I feel like with a lot of artists, it's just something that you learn at a later age where you're like, maybe maybe me yelling it is just a lazy way of getting my point across. Like, you know, like Vince Staples is another one that would yell a lot in his earlier stuff and then completely different.
Now he just doesn't breathe.
Yeah.
When he raps.
Like I feel like Drake had this thing where it's like his earlier stuff is very high pitch. And now a lot of his recent stuff is very monotone.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
It's like it's so crazy to see how artists like take to, you know, like get more. I think it's also a comfortability thing and realizing you have the time to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
nah,
is
like
that
Travis
time-
Scott, it'll be interesting to see what he does with. If Franchise was the first single off it, which Franchise was one of my favorite songs from Travis in a long, long time.
I like Franchise. I love the video too.
The video was hard. The song was hard.
What is it off?
It was
No,
a
no, no. It
single.
was like the first single before everything happened, and I think it was gonna be the first single for Utopia.
Oh, that was in the chat, eh?
No, this is ages ago.
Oh,
This is like
okay.
what I think a year or two ago.
Like
now.
before the
You know that?
incident
Yeah,
happened.
in my white tee.
Yeah.
Call up Hype Williams for the hype, please.
Oh yeah.
That song, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I do love the
With Young Thug on it too.
Bro, you know what?
MIA.
That's so
And then
freaking
everyone
sad.
said
Shout out
everyone
MIA.
said to cut MIA out, so
No.
they cut MIA out, and then they did the Future remix.
You can't cut her out.
They
She's the
did that.
baddest.
They did that. They
Bro,
cut
she's the
her.
baddest
Bro,
woman
you know
on the
what's
planet,
crazy?
bro.
That-
What do you mean?
Those songs has such like a southern feel to it.
Yeah, he's
You
from
know,
Houston,
like,
that's why.
That Franchise track's hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if Utopia sounds like that.
If,
Well, that's
if,
why-
if
that's
Franchise
why-
is an indicator of what I just don't want it to get too. I feel I got a bad feeling it's gonna get super like.
Rappy? or-
Nah, more futuristic, and I don't. I just kind of want it to get stripped back to like Franchise to like.
Imagine him getting like a feature with you. I'm getting money.
Like I don't want him to get. I actually truly don't want him
Well,
to get too
snots on
melodic. Like I don't want him to get too melodic. I actually do want it more rappy.
Rappy, yeah. 100%.
But he's better on the. But he's good both ways too, because like his melodic shit is absolutely wild, bro.
It is,
like,
but I don't think me personally. I don't think I want that from him right now.
That's probably why Astroworld didn't hit me like Birds in the Trap hit
because it
me.
wasn't melodic enough.
No,
for
because it was more melodic than like sort of like.
really, I feel like
Birds
Birds in the
were really
Trap might have
melodic,
been
yeah.
a bit more melodic.
Nah, but then you listen to like, bro.
Coordinated
But then you listen to like then you listen to like Astroworld, and I feel like Astroworld's like super more melodic and singy. And then there's like rap parts where the rap parts are supposed to be, obviously, because he curated the whole thing. But that's the way I see it. Like I know what you're saying about the melodic thing, but like I feel.
Man, I really do feel like Birds in the Trap is like a lot more melodic than.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna
definitely.
listen to
Personally.
both of those two.
Well, wait. I'm a big fan of Mike Dean, though. Such a big fan. And I'm
yeah.
freaking keen to
The
like,
goat.
see what he can do.
He's getting tattooed on my body.
Bro, I was watching this video. Like, I don't know if you know. I'm gonna say it anyway. So there's this thing on Spotify, like,
Seen it.
to master it. You know, there's this volume level. that you need to like master so it doesn't get compensated. And the guideline is like negative 14 LUFS. I don't know what LUF means, but I should know. But it's like this loudness meter, right? And if you submit a song louder than negative 14, or it'll get compensated and it would get crushed down, and it would destroy your
You
dynamics.
lose everything, eh?
You would lose the dynamics that you created for your mix. But Mike Dean said that in one interview that he masters at negative 6 LUFS, bro. That shit's so loud, bro. And like to push your master to that level without having distortion, you'd have to be some genius to like do that. You know what I mean?
Well, what he does is like
It's so loud.
after they finish a song, they go and play it in a Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, that's what they do.
because that's what they used to do in Houston. They used to
Yeah.
like make a song and then go play it in the Cadillac, like old Cadillac, and
Yeah.
then if it bumps in the Cadillac, then you know you've got it.
Yeah, I saw that on the
And Mike Dean's from
doco.
Houston, that's why he's like that.
And bro, and if you listen to the Travis Scott and Huncho like mixtape, that thing was so loud, bro, and it's so good. Like
It
you've
is.
never heard.
It is.
You'd listen to like NBA YoungBoy and you'd be like, yeah, the vocals are loud and it's piercing my ear. But if you listen to the Huncho and Jack album, brother,
And he shut that you can
It's
take
crazy.
an NBA young boy.
bro, honestly, back
Engineer.
then I used to love it, but then he started doing it more and more, and I would just listen to like a YoungBoy song, and all I can hear is vocals, bro. I can't even hear the snare or the hi hat.
How much is? I don't. I shouldn't have even asked a question because it'll run us for another 50 minutes. I'll do it for next week. I'll do it for next week for Gene.
He's cutting us off. But you play
We
it.
have to. The king is telling us to rap.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, he had to edit an hour and
you have to do
50.
it.
like last
You dropped
month.
2 hours on him last week.
Hey, it wasn't my fault. I'm just awesome.
You had a bunch of stuff to cut out from your.
Hey, you know what?
There's a lot more.
The
There was
harder-
a lot,
the harder
more
work-
editing
The
done
more
last
work,
week.
the more work I have to give him, I'm happy about that. Do you know why? Because you're worth it. You can't give a clean take every single day. Hey, you're a producer. You know, you can't have a perfect thing. Gene knows. You're welcome.
Okay, so this next segment is in rotation. Gene, what's in your rotation this
It's
week?
still Tusi, man. In to be specific, it's this song FMK, F Mary Kill by Tusi. It's crazy. The beat's awesome.
Don't worry, mine's gonna be boring too. Mine's Little Baby. I've been
Yeah.
just like checking out every
Wow,
leak,
wow.
all
Bitch,
the
baby.
I've been checking out all the leaks. I've
I'm
been
keen for this album.
listening to the old albums, and I'm ready for the new album. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's the Little Baby.
Yeah, so obviously mine's Conway, but there's one more, Drunk Face by MGK.
You were saying
Yeah,
this?
bro. At some
What is that? An album?
No, it's just a song.
Oh, it's just
Yeah, it's off I watched his doco on Disney
Is it better?
Plus.
Is it better than Eminem's Elvis song?
Yep.
Oh, brother.
6,000%. Bro, it's pop punk. It's pop punk. I didn't like how much I liked it, but it's so catchy, and I hate him, but it was, and watching his doco is so fire, and that song is hard.
Think about it this way, bro. I don't like MGK as a rapper, but I like him as a pop punk like artist.
Bro, it's hard.
I like.
Crazy.
I
It sounds like Avril Lavigne, but it's hard.
Yeah, bro.
And he got Halsey on it too. Oh, he's got Halsey on the joint too.
The only
Halsey's hot.
The only MGK song that I like is with Kid Ink.
Ooh, yeah.
What do you mean, bro? Kid
What do
Ink
you
was
mean?
the
What do I mean?
Hey, who's better, Kidding or Tiger?
Kid Ink, bro. All the way, G. Kid
Yeah, this
Ink
is a
for
clip.
me.
Is he?
Bro, Kid Ink is way better than
Bro,
Tiger.
Caleb's pissed right now.
He's bro. The thing is, Kid Ink. You gotta
Kid
know.
Ink was cool for like 4 minutes.
Nah, bro. I like melodic
Snapbacks
stuff.
and snapbacks and
No, no, no.
tattoos. That was
Not-
it.
Bro, not the rapping Kid Ink. I like the melodic Kid Ink. Bro,
Is it two?
So Kidding's better than Tiger.
Kid Ink is better
Is
than Tiger, bro.
he?
I still have Kid Ink's album in my car right now in the disc form. That's how much I like Kid Ink, bro.
Only the single. Anyway,
Anyway, oi, he's actually touring Australia, and I really want to try
Kid
and
Ink
see
is.
it. Yeah.
you should open for him.
This was actually a perfect and hilarious way to end the podcast.
Bro, Kid Ink made me want to get like stretches.
That's his final take. That's what we're gonna leave you with.
Yeah.
For Gene.
Kid Ink made me want to like wear Ethica undies.
What's your final take?
Kid Ink makes me hate music. Kid Ink was only cool for one song. He was cool for 4 minutes.
Oh,
The best part of the songs was the end.
And on that note, shout out to Kid Ink. Subscribe, comment below, like, say what's up to Gene in the comments.
It's open for you.
Follow us on everything.
I got something for you.
Keep it well first.